Yes, sir. Tell me about it.
Bro, the AC out,
Oh man, everybody AC out.
man. Who else AC out,
Like 4 or 5 people at work got the AC went out yesterday.
bro? Um, say something.
Me, you.
Yeah, bro. It happened Monday, so it went in and out Monday, and um, checked on it yesterday. Still no update. Checked on today. Still no update. Cause since we renting, right, I gotta put it through. I gotta put in a maintenance request, and they said I just looked at the email. They said that like they're getting quotes on people to come out and take a look and repair it, and
Mm-hmm.
trying to get the approval from the owner. And so uh I'm gonna let you know right now. Come tomorrow by 12. If I ain't heard nothing from nobody about a resolved solution,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I feel bad for whoever picking up that phone. I tell you that.
Definitely.
Cause I was nice the first couple of times.
Nah, it's too hot to be playing with her, dog.
Yeah, can't be nice again. Tell you
It's
that.
way, it's way too hot.
Cannot be nice again. Cause
I'm,
nigga,
I'm,
it's
I'm gonna be
80
ignorant.
degrees in this house.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, straight ignorant. Straight ignorant. I'm gonna have to. So um just like how y'all don't play around when it comes to rent being on time, which I ain't never been late.
Right.
I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and get these things popping.
Oh yeah.
So uh but yeah. Um it's hot. It's 80 degrees in this house. So I went out, bought a fan Monday night. Yeah, I bought a fan Monday night when it was starting to go out. So
Mhm.
it's a pretty good fan, but still, boy, I'm be
Man, it's reaching new heights out here. Ain't nobody got time to be playing with no
yeah.
air. Huh? Come fix this before I get mad and do something to somebody out
Oh yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm telling you, Rio, I was nice. I was nice the first couple of days.
here.
Very nice. I ain't gonna be nice again, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my cool this time.
Come, come, come 12 o'clock tomorrow. If I ain't heard nothing from nobody, I'm sorry. And I'm a preference. I'm a preference the phone call starting off with, I this is not for you, right? I know you have no control over this, and I know this is not your fault. I want to start the phone call off by saying that. And I apologize for what you're about to hear because I
I'm
know
finna
it's not
get
your fault.
I'm finna get ignorant.
But
And
I'm
I have
finna
every
get
right.
ignorant. Yeah.
It's 99 degrees. First of all, it's 99 degrees outside. And we still got another week before summer.
Right. Right. Right.
And I don't miss a payment. So get your ass to my house so I can stay cool, me and my family, while I do something to y'all out here. See, you gonna make somebody pull the car, bro. As soon as the man walk in
Let's
the house,
see.
I'm gonna fix the hair. I just still off him.
Hmm. Yeah. They gonna have to figure something. Like I said, tomorrow I'm getting ignorant. And by Friday, okay, if somebody not here by Friday, some lawyers
Some
getting called real quick
somebody, yeah, somebody need to be at the
because
door
somebody gonna owe me some
Thursday
money.
night, Thursday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't playing no games with nobody. It's too hot for my man. Nah, man, it's too hot. You playing?
But we should. I don't know how long I can go. Be honest, because this heat's something crazy.
Look, man, I gotta go out. I gotta head out tomorrow anyway, so we can make it sweet. We can make it short and sweet.
This heat's
I
something
ain't,
crazy.
I ain't gonna have you up here thugging it out.
Man, thugging it out is not even a question. It's not even a question. What's up, mama? What's up, everybody who listening in? Yes. No, Terrell, listen, we talking about my AC out, brother. My AC out. It's hot. It's 80 degrees in here. And I turned in that maintenance ticket on Monday. So call Tuesday, no update. Call Wednesday, no update. Tomorrow about 12. If I ain't got no update, if somebody not at my house fixing this AC, it's gonna be some problems. And I'm a preference the phone call, which I know it's not your fault. I know you ain't do none of this, but what you about to hear is about to be straight ignorant.
Oh wow,
So,
no, I'll just decide I want to fight for real,
yeah,
for real.
for real, for real,
I really want to fight.
for real, for real. And the owners live across the street.
Oh yeah,
So I don't know whose fault it is. I don't know if it's the maintenance, the property management team, or they're waiting on the owner. Because the email from the property management team is saying that they're waiting on the owner to give them the green light to
to
choose a
fix my
vendor.
hair. Yeah, whatever.
So niggas got till tomorrow afternoon to figure something out before I start having some issues. Because
Gucci man in
I will
06.
walk across the street.
Faithfully.
I will walk across the street tomorrow, knock on their door, and
What's
ask
the
them what's the
problem?
hold up.
What's the problem?
What's the hold up? Because rent get turned in on time. It's never
Every
late.
time. It's never
We
late.
lived here almost 3 years. Rent ain't never been late.
Ain't been late. I shouldn't have
Not
no
one
issue
time.
getting my hair fixed. Not
So
one bit. I
yeah,
don't give a damn
nigga.
if you got to. I don't give a damn if you got to come out this bitch yourself and fix it.
Oh yeah. Niggas got till tomorrow, 12 p.m. They got till 12. Make something shake. Make something shake.
Yeah,
So
Gucci man in 06. Kick the door.
cause this ain't happening. It's 80 degrees in my house right now. And I keep the house on 69.
I can't sleep hot.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a tough for the night. It's gonna be a tough for the night. Butt ass nigga. Butt ass nigga.
Ain't no way. I'm not. No, I'm not gonna be
No
here
offense, but it's about it.
sweating my nuts off. You crazy?
If fans, butts about it. So that's where I'm at right now. It's hot as in this house, and these niggas out here playing about my AC. So better come figure something out real quick. This phone call, I'm telling you, this phone call tomorrow is not gonna be good. My mom was like, call the news. I'm calling the news. I'm calling a lawyer after I cuss everybody out because it's too hot for this shit. Figure this shit out. It's too hot.
It's way. My guy, I was outside today working, so I know
Man,
come up to being home in my house of comfort hot. Oh no, sir. Oh
man,
no,
I'm
sir.
about to. So tonight I gotta take a cold shower.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be brick cold in the shower, and I'm not even gonna dry off. I'm gonna just lay in the bed wet, had a fan blowing on my ass cheeks so I can cool off. I got a plan, brother. I got a plan, brother. That's the plan, man.
Boy, you are top 10 funny, and don't let
That's
nobody tell you different.
that's the plan, brother.
Say you go drop up in the bed, cold and wet, and the
Cold.
fan. Oh
Let that
my!
fan, had that fan blowing all the way up, all the
Ooh,
way.
shit, man.
Tell you,
Boy,
it's too hot
I
for that.
already know. I already know, bro. I grew up in the hood, so I know. I done been there.
Hopefully, it's something simple as just as Freon,
For a
and
fact.
they got to just refill the Freon. Because
Mm.
I was talking to my neighbor, and he was like, yeah, this AC unit is like 16 years old. Because he moved in that house back in like 2005.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, that's the same AC unit I had.
Mm.
So he's like, that AC unit about 15, 16 years old. I'm like, brother, it's time to move on. So it's time to move on. But yeah, so that's the plan. Like I said, tomorrow about 12, make something shake.
Got to.
Because I will walk across the street, knock on the door, figure something out. So maybe have to come back over here. It's not gonna be pretty. The police gonna have to get called. They got AC in the jail cell uptown. I know they do. I know they do. Nigga 2 seconds away from sleeping in the Charger, bro.
Start it up. Lay the seat all the way back.
Had the AC blowing all over the place, bro. God, so I hope that fan is enough. Me and my mom, it reminds me and my mom, when we took a trip out to Greensboro for the campus tour for the students. And this is for I had already signed up for A&T classes and stuff like that. So this is before. Wait, no, this was the like the incoming freshman. So we spent the weekend up there. And the first night, I think we got there like Friday night. And I was only staying Saturday night on campus. And then we leaving Sunday day. So I was only staying one night on campus.
Right.
And I'll say shout out to the uglies in the chat. Shout out to the uglies in the chat. And my mom had a friend who lived up there, and she was out of town for the weekend, so we stayed with her. Mm-hmm. But they didn't want to tell her she stayed in the hood. But on top of staying in the hood, she had no AC, and this is like July. This because classes started in August, right? Mm-hmm. So this is like July.
This peak.
Yeah, peak. So it's July, no AC. Me and my mom got the fan blowing on high. Bro. Had to sleep on top of the sheets. Like, boy, I was like, man, the sad part about it was I had got to stay on campus the next night, right? Had the AC blasting. My mom, poor mama, still at the house baking. It's a sauna. It's a sauna in here.
Nigga said, hey, I don't know what the good Lord cooking upstairs, but tell her whatever it is, it's done. Yo,
it's done, brother. It's done. Man, tell you, man. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that weekend. My mom was still in that house baking. I knew we was in the hood. It had bars on the window. It was one of those. It's one of those houses. You know how like the houses that like share. It's not a townhome because it's like one level. It's one story. Yeah. But it has like the 2 doors on the front.
Duplex.
And duplex. Yeah, 2 doors on the front. Boy, it had the bars on the window. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm nervous in there, boy. She ain't had no cable. We had to watch DVDs.
Yeah, I watched DVDs. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what comedy show. I think it was like Cat Williams or something like that. I just watched a comedy show on the TV.
No, we grew up in the same environments.
Brother, man, listen, man. It was so hot. Now that's all it reminds me of, man. How hot it was. Yeah, they definitely got into
Better man, 10:30.
Yeah, I need something to shake.
Yeah, I need somebody calling me. If you ain't calling me by 10:30, I'm blowing your phone up.
Yes, sir. Knocking on that door with the pistol. And I'm sorry I had to come to this. Yo. Yo.
Sure there.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're gonna bring the 704.
Oh my God, man. God almighty. Damn, it's 81. He keep rising. Man. I'm if I pass out during the podcast, brother, just wake me up.
I'm gonna try my best.
Just wake me up, man. Call the old lady.
I'm gonna call your phone.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody here.
Exactly. All right, let's get started. Let's get the party started. All right, welcome back, sports fans, to the Ugly Truth, where we tell you what you need to know rather than what you want to hear. And sometimes it can get ugly. As always, we got a good one here for you tonight. It's a hot one. For me, at least. It's a hot, good one. You guys know what time it is. It's time to introduce my co-host, who needs no introduction, but we give him one because he deserves it. The one and only, the man with the best handles on the East Coast, the best route runner to come out of the United States of America, one of the greatest sports minds I know. On top of that, the greatest co-host ever to do it. Rio, the guy. How you doing today, Rio?
Trey, what's happening, bro? One day, bro. I told you, one day we're gonna put somebody.
That's what's happening. It's hot.
We gotta put somebody to do this introduction, man. I ain't no good at it.
It's hot. You deserve all the introduction.
I don't.
Every single time.
You the reason that this show keep moving the way it is. So
man,
we're gonna keep on preaching that. That's the truth.
Listen, if by the middle of this show, if I come out of this shirt and I'm just in my tank top, y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. I might move the camera up so you just see my head. So y'all bear with me. All right. And as always, Rio and I would like to thank you guys for tuning in. Whether you watch it live or watch it later on YouTube, we appreciate all the love and support that you guys give and show us. And let's get into some sports. Rio.
Yo.
Game 5. Game 5 at Golden State. If I told you the podcast we had this past Thursday, I said, hey man, game 5, Steph Curry is going to shoot 31% from the field and not hit a single three. What you would have told me, man?
I wouldn't have believed that. It's not what the Terry's been on. No way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think either one of us would have stood on that. He got a whole performance.
And so I tell you this. Steph Curry goes 0 for 9 from 3. 7 to 22.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying ain't no way the Warriors win it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way the Warriors winning that game. I'll be damned. And a night where Steph Curry cracks the bed like that, and a night where Jason Tatum goes 10 to 20, 5 and 9 from deep, right? You're thinking, this is it. This is how Boston wins, because Boston hasn't lost back-to-back games yet.
Right.
Since what, December?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that last week. Boston hasn't lost back-to-back games. So be like, it's gonna be a dub. But somehow, some way, the Boston Celtics shit the bed and was like, you know what? I don't want. Rio, tell me what happened in game 5, man. Was it more so the Boston Celtics lost that game or the Warriors found a way to win that game? Talk to me.
I think it goes hand in hand. Boston had a horrible fourth quarter once again. On top of that, I mean, you get the performance. Oh, I would say Boston had a horrible quarter. I would say Jason Tatum had a horrible fourth quarter. Let's put it there. But I still think Warriors found a way to win. I mean, at the end of the day, Stephen Curry shot, what you say, 30-something% from the field that game. 7-22, 0-9 for 3. And then obviously you got the performance that you needed. You got Klay Thompson with a cool 20, which you needed from him. Wiggins had the 26. And you got the key contributions from the bench. I think Jordan Poole had 14. I think Gary Payton had 17. I think right. 15. Might have been 15. Might have been 15. 15 or 17, one of the two. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think the Boston Celtics definitely. I definitely think they went to bed in order to allow the Warriors to win this game. But I think the Warriors came out with more energy to one understand that with Stephen Curry having this bad game, somebody has to step up. And honestly, it's kind of like what they needed in game 1 when Steph Curry averaged. Well, he went for 34, and nobody else broke 15, or broke 15 and up. So
yeah,
I think it's just what is needed for. Is what was needed for the Warriors in order for the Warriors to win. Was you need a key contribution for those guys surrounding. So I think it goes hand in hand. I think obviously Boston lost this, but I think Warriors found a way to win it. Honestly, with Stephen Curry's performance, it really wasn't his performance. It's just how they changed the way they guarded him. They thought I think we all thought like, all right, well, if they stop Stephen Curry, they win a basketball game. When actuality was, nah, it's just the Warriors gonna grit and grind and find a way to get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, man. I if I had to make a choice, I think my choice is that the Boston Celtics found a way to lose that game. So they had, I want to say Steph Curry played horrible himself. Not really the defense they played, but they were face guarding Steph Curry at the half court.
Right.
Playing basically deny ball defense, face guarding him half court, right? That defense could have contributed to his poor shooting that game. But, with superstars, we say it's more so them missing a shot than you causing them to miss a shot. So I have to go to Boston Celtics, found a way to lose that game simply because Steph Curry shoots that bad, but the Boston Celtics lost a turnover battle 18-6. You turn the ball over 18 times, and between your three guards or your three stars or your three main ball handlers, right? However you want to point it out, that Jason Tatum turns the ball over 4 times, a couple of times in the key pivotal moments at the end of that third quarter. Jaylen Brown turns the ball over 5 times, and Marcus Smart turns the ball over 4 times. So you have a total of 13 turnovers between your 3 ball handlers, and that's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it whatsoever. I don't care who you playing. You give up, you lose a turnover battle 18-6. It doesn't matter who you playing because there's just too many times you're giving the ball up. And I'm thinking that they blew it. I think for the first time, the moment looked too big for the Boston Celtics. They definitely had a chance to win that game, and I think nerves got to them for the first time in the finals because you had a chance to close the door, and to close the door hard because the next game was going to be in your house.
Right.
That's it. Right. And then now the Warriors are somewhat playing with house money because they know they got a game to kind of give up because they back at home for game 7.
Right.
And there's only been one person that's beaten them in game 7 in their house. And it took a heroic effort from Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, and the Boston Celtics got neither.
Right.
So, man, they went to bed on that one. They went to bed. I mean, it's crazy how sometimes, and I understand Jason Tatum's age, Jaylen Brown's age. I get it. It's just crazy how we entitled Jason Tatum to be a superstar, but the biggest moments is just like he just hasn't shown it whatsoever.
I appreciate you bringing that up. Dog, because I don't think it's a we thing. I think it's the media just pushing a superstar narrative behind a name. You're looking for somebody to be somebody who he isn't just yet, and it's okay. I think that's strong behind it. Like it seems like they're you're pushing a narrative. Dog. I don't know where Jason Tatum became this, always star-studded superstar all of a sudden. Like I get it, but at the end of the day, the moments define who a superstar is. That's the separation.
Right.
And a lot of those moments, I mean, they're good, but they're not upper echelon. Like, where we talking about, like, when you start mentioning names like, Kobe, Bron, Jordan, so on and so on. I think that's just a narrative that's being pushed. I don't think he's not a star, but to say he's a superstar is a heavy reach, in my opinion. That's just being honest.
Yeah, and it sucks that the tipping point is coming in the finals where the lights are the brightest. There's so much that's on the line because you're not guaranteed to come back. You're not guaranteed because the Nets are going to have 2 years under their belt together, playing the full season. The Bucks are going to, just imagine if everybody's healthy, the Bucks are going to be healthy, right? And the Miami Heat are going to be healthy as well. So you came in that's essentially kind of makes it through the playoffs, right? With this football, basketball, the healthiest team, really. You came in and Lady Luck was on your side in terms of health. You're not guaranteed that health from Lady Luck again next year. You're just not. So you see it happen to the Suns. You see it happen for the teams who don't even make it, like the Lakers, right? You see it happens to the Pelicans. Pelicans probably could have pushed harder if they had Zion on the team,
Right.
not due to injury. So it's not even by talent wise that you might not make it back. Most of the time, it's just health, and you're not guaranteed that.
And teams are making, now we're getting the offseason. Now teams are going to make acquisitions. They're going to make moves in order to become better than what they were. What was my lost point this year? Okay, well, we didn't have big play. We didn't have good depth as far as the field voids in certain areas. So therefore, you're not gonna see this chance again. Like, yeah, you guys went on a tear. But at the end of the day, like, you've now reached the pinnacle of the finals, right? And now you have to understand that teams know what your weaknesses are. So if you don't make necessary acquisitions, necessary moves in order to get back to that point, and therefore you're just going to be a not bottom tier team, but you're going to be that sub par 1 through 5. First of all, and on top of that, your offseason is going to be short because now you're going to finish, and now you got to turn around and almost get back to work. And what's one thing to get back to work, and you coming off an L? That's the toughest part to get back.
Right. And JC had a comment. He said, was it Golden State's defense that led to the turnovers or just bad playing? And I'm gonna say it leans to just bad playing, because one thing that was shown that Boston needs tremendously, and we talked about this Rio several times, and I've always stuck by, in order to win a championship, you need a ball handler and a point guard or a ball handler, right? Whether that's your main ball handler doesn't have to be the point guard necessarily, but he has to be somewhat of a point guard mentality. Mm-hmm. And a star-studded big. And it's kind of interesting to see, right? Both teams have neither. I mean, both teams have the star-studded big. If you want to count Draymond as being a star big, you can. But that's why this matchup is so beautiful, because just imagine if one of the teams had a star big, it'd be a blowout.
It'd been over in 5.
But both teams play small, so it's a perfect matchup. But most of the times, you need that point guard, you need that star big. Whether your star big is like LeBron James and Kyrie, or it can be right between Kyle Lowry or Kawhi, right? Which they kind of ran small there because it was playing Golden State. But needless to say, you need a point guard, and it showed tremendously that the ball handling or the playmaking was a secondary skill set for the players, right? Jason Tatum is there for the scoring, and then secondary is ball handling. Jaylen Brown is there for scoring, defense, and then his third is ball handling, right? And Marcus Smart is there for defense, and then
shooting. It's followed by shooting. Then
it's followed by shooting, because his ball handling is not that well. So your best ball handler is Jason Tatum, who's a young budding star who's never been here before. I mean, I've been in situations like the first time I went to States for wrestling, like I was nervous, and I'm pretty sure they're the same way, right? Athletes talk about all the time, they're still human, and I think pressure's too much for them, and they're just like, hands get shaky, knees get shaky. When he went up and missed those 2 free throws, I was like, well, he nervous. He nervous. Like what Jason Tatum was like, what, a career like 90%, high 80s, 90% free throw shooter. Yeah. Went up there and then missed that. Like, it's I think it's more so the bad play, because there was some of those turnovers, if not half of them weren't forced. They just gave it up. They gave the ball up.
But they did it a lot against us as well, and that's where I was so frustrated during our series, because like they were giving us plenty of opportunities to finish games, but we just couldn't because we didn't have that second option. And that shit blowed me so much, because they do that a lot. They did it in the Buck series too. And
they did it in every series, and that's why
even
every
Brooklyn.
series went to a game 7, because Boston, mostly Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, were turning the ball over so heavy in pivotal situations. Yeah. That's why most of them went to game 7.
Right. And I think
they lead the entire
I think so.
Playoffs in turnovers?
Yeah, I think so.
Is number 1 Jason Tatum and number 2 Jaylen Brown, I think.
It's so crazy, because I think I said this the other day. Obviously, I've been making this argument of JT and JP being on kind of an identical level. like one being 1A, one being 1B. And somebody was saying like, you talking about, I was like, you talking about, it was like, you talking about Jalen Brown who got pickpocketed by a big? I said, you talking about, hey, better than JT? I said, I think we can probably pull up film and see JT get ripped plenty of times by the same equivalent from another big. I mean, I think we can play hand in hand. Like, you can't say that's the separation between the two. I think that's not the separation at all. I think they 1A, 1B. But to honestly, to kind of piggyback on what you said, I think that's just overall what it is. It's just the lights being entirely too bright. And I know it sounds crazy because these guys get paid millions to be on these big stages, but in the same breath, they're still human. It doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, you're talking about playing against a team who's considered a dynasty. This is going to be their fourth ring since what? If they win, it's going to be their fourth ring since 2015.
Who?
The Golden State Warriors. If they win, it's this fourth ring. They got four rings in a matter of 7 years.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and they've been here before. Like they've been on this stage countless times. So you're talking about a team who understands how to get it and get it when it's ugly. You know what I mean? So I think Shannon Sharp made a good point too. I was watching Undisputed, and I think him and Skip were having a discussion about something. And they were just talking about, pretty much what we just talked about point guard play. You know, everybody always say, well, Steph Curry's not a point guard. I think it was a situation where Steph Curry could have came down and took a probably needed shot, not a necessary needed shot, but a shot that he probably would have made. But he chose to reset, which is an IQ play, and that's the separation of the two that we keep just talking about, right? You know, them not understanding that every situation is a situation to be head down, make a bad play, and then get back on defense, right? So it's just a separation in the two. And I think, honestly, man, I just look at it from a veteran standpoint. They're just not mature enough, and they're not polished enough to be to finish games, honestly.
And and like you said, what's crazy is people will be like, Steph Curry's not a true point guard. That's why they had Draymond Green. In the playoffs this year, Draymond Green has 130 assists in the playoffs. Stephen Curry is right behind him at 122. He only has 8 more assists.
He had 8 the other night.
Draymond Green only has 8 more assists than Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
So Draymond Green offers another realm of like another option of ball handling to have Steph Curry to play off ball because he's such an amazing shooter, the greatest shooter of all time. And that's what they're using for. But in terms of turnovers, right? Jason Tatum has 95 turnovers. The closest person at number 2 is Jaylen Brown at 69. Like Jason Tatum is literally like almost 30 turnovers between him and second place, which is ridiculous. And the second place person is on his team.
Yo, it's so crazy because I watched these turnovers in the Eastern Conference Finals, man, and it's so bad.
They're so bad.
It also lacks, like, once I turn the ball over, I'm lazy getting back.
Yeah,
and you can't do that with certain teams. Well, a lot of teams, honestly, especially the team you can't do it with the Warriors anyway because they have too much depth. You got too many guys that count for it. So it's just crazy that a 30 piece is almost a separation of 2 guys, and both guys are on the same team. That's even worse. So in total, they got almost 150 turnovers, 160 turnovers.
Speaking of that, I have a question. Right, when we talk about Steph Curry not being in that top 10,
yes.
And we kind of have that question of it's a possibility that he's in that top 10 if he gets finals and then finals MVP. I don't even think when I sit down and think about it, how is it a question? Because number 1 of his accolades, number 2, the only thing he's technically missing is a finals MVP. And we all know that Stephen Curry was the most important person on that Golden State Warriors team to win those 2 finals with Kevin Durant. But the thing that's going to kill me is how would you even still have that debate? Because a lot of people are saying we can have that debate if he wins his finals and finals MVP. But it's like, is it even a debate? Because the thing that we're missing is, we have all the accolades, But how could the best shooter of all time, who's still playing at an elite level, like that right there in itself, should have him up high, not in the top 10, but like plus all the accolades, it's like, damn, like somebody got to go.
We speak on all the time.
Somebody got to go.
Maybe I say it the most. It's just unnecessary hate. I mean, like, there's no reason.
It really is.
It's like at this point, there's no reason. You can't tell me that a guy that's accomplished as much as he has and still playing at the elite level, as you stated, right, is far fetched from being a top 10 player. No way. You're not. How many MVPs Steph got?
Was it 2? Right?
He got 2 regular season MVPs, right? He got 3 rings on the brink of 4. All-time shooter.
And we all know, and everybody in their right mind, if you watch basketball, everybody knows that him not winning Finals MVP when they won that first time was a mistake.
Yeah, of course. Iggy averaged 16, 8, 5. And Bron averaged 40 on 39, 40% shoot?
Yeah.
Steph averaged 30 that series. Almost 30, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 26.
Yeah.
26.
I don't understand how I just looked at two different lists of NBA players ranked. And let me go down. Wait, sorry. Too far. And on that list, I want to see if this one does it as well. This one does it as well. Like on 3 different lists, they have Kevin Durant over Steph Curry, which I don't get because he don't win those rings without Steph Curry.
Of course.
How? Bruh, I don't get it.
It's just the favoritism, brother. That's just what it is. That's just what it is at this point. It's the favoritism. It's nothing that we can do about it. But at the end of the day, KD's more light than Steph and Curry for whatever reason. I don't know.
You got boasted over most of everybody's list on the all-time because of you joining my team, benefiting from my system, benefiting from me getting double teamed. We all saw that stat. What was like 40-2 or something like that? The amount of double teams Steph Curry got in those playoffs when Kevin Durant was on that team.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow you're above me in the rankings. It doesn't make sense to me.
Favoritism. It stinks. It reeks loud too.
It doesn't make sense to me at all.
I mean, I feel like at this point, like if he hits 4, I mean, he jumps KD in it. I think in my book for sure. And he's like kind of already jumped that brink without even actually having to have 4. So I mean, it's 4. It's kind of like he got to post himself to really top 10. Honestly, I don't know who I would take out. Just I have to probably have to reobserve that, observe that list again. But I don't know, man. I just can't tell. You just can't tell me Steph Curry's not a top 10 player all time at this point, with at least 34 years left.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm looking right now, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But the fact that he's not goddamn at least 11. At least 11. Like people got him. So on this list, The Athletic, they got him at 15. ESPN has him at 16, and then Complex has him at 12.
Okay, so the list that has him at 15 and 16, who are those guys in front of him?
The ESPN ranking one that has him at 16. So at 15 is Moses Malone,
out.
Julius Erving,
out.
Hakeem Olajuwon, Kevin Durant, Shaquille O'Neal, and then Kobe Bryant at 10.
And Shaq is the only one that I probably would put in. What's the top 10?
Yeah, that top 10 is kind of funky. They got, of course, MJ at 1, LeBron at 2, Kareem at 3, Magic Johnson at 4, Will at 5, which I have no dispute over that whatsoever. Then from 6 is Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, Oscar Robertson, and Kobe Bryant at 10.
Okay, the rarity is Oscar Robertson being there. I guess that's the one.
Yeah, I'm switching out Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, for a fact.
Yeah,
for a fact.
At least replace him with Shaq because I got Shaq at 11.
Yeah, that's gonna be the top 10 with Kobe being it. Kobe being it. I mean, Shaq being at 10, Kobe being at 9, and then we put Stephen Curry at 11.
Yeah, I gotta say 11 because before for this one they have Curry at 15, so they got West at 14, Jerry West, KD at 13, Oscar Robertson at 12, and Hakeem at 11.
He's in front of all those.
Yeah, easily. I have him. Don't argue with me. Don't at me. Don't call my phone. I have him at 11 easily. I will make the debate for top 10 because that top 10 is hard to crack simply because of who's on that list. Like this one right here, having like Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Russell, Magic. That 5 is not getting touched. Then Wilt, Bird, Shaq, Duncan, and Kobe. So this is the most universal top 10 list right here. Right. I there's no argument at 11. Don't talk to me. I can make the argument for top 10. And even with me being a Kobe fan, it'll be kind of tough. I'll have to make the argument of him taking Kobe's spot. But I still have to be real though. Because I mean, Kobe got 5, Stephen Curry got 4 if he does win. But the thing that boasts Stephen Curry up is he is the greatest shooter of all time. And is still playing at an elite level. Like we have to understand right now, just like how that Will Chamberlain 100 is not being touched. That Stephen Curry 3-point record is not being touched.
No, we got another 40 years for them. 40 years, so that might be close to being touched. I don't think even with the game evolving to this type of play, I don't think anybody can beat this type of shooter.
No, because 40% 3-point shooter. And the amount of threes he put up per game, on top of he just passed Ray Allen, who all he did was shoot threes, and he still has 4 more years to go.
Yeah,
playing at elite level.
Like he hasn't even hit that what we call that what we want to call that that part of your career where you just become a reserve. And you just kind of run. You gotta just fill in how you feel in. He hasn't hit that part of his career. He's
still at the point in his career where he is the best player on the best team in the NBA, where you can build around him to create a championship level team.
32, right?
33.
33.
He turned 33 this year.
Yeah.
So he's still the best player on the best team,
right?
As the main focal point of the team at 33 years old,
right?
We still got, and his game is predicated on shooting,
right?
Running and shooting. Nothing in this game is about athletic. Nothing in this game at all. Nothing. His game is predicated on endurance and shooting. That's it. And the Warriors do a great job always keeping 3 better defenders on the team, so he never has to be in that position. Like, think about it. Like, every year the Warriors have been a top team. There's always been 3 better defenders on the team than Steph Curry. 3 better defenders. So it's hard for you to be like, I'm gonna run pick and roll to kind of like single out Steph because of like how fast and how quick they can switch, right? So Steph Curry gets switched on a player. If you watch basketball, the switch happens so fast again. Like it's just who's closest to him. Because if the switch happens where JT gets on him in the post, like it's who's the closest person to me? Is it Draymond Green? Is it Klay Thompson? Is it Andrew Wiggins? Is it Gary Payton? Right? Otto Porter Jr. Like who's the closest person near me? And it's easy. Like they don't have to like Steph Curry doesn't have to sit there and be like, all right, I got to hold my own this possession. And for the most part, and if he does, he kind of does above average job playing defense. He's not a slack on playing defense, but his hands are very active, and it's like they're always he told upper management that I don't care what you do, you better sign Gary Payton. Like, no, it's just pay him.
Yeah.
Pay him. Like, you ain't gotta pay him all the time great money, but you pay him to keep him so I don't have to play against him.
Yeah. I mean, another thing is too, I don't, as you just stated, really, I don't think he gets enough credit for being an above average defender. Like, I think a lot of people try to look at it as he's an easy pick, but he's really not. I mean, I think he's very witty. He's a very witty defender at this point. Like, I understand that I give up a lot in being a defender as it is. So,
yeah.
I mean, he makes a lot of great plays. When you really break down for him and watch that, like if you watch Game 5, he made a lot of winning plays that is not get talked about. Like, a lot of people scream, well, he's only had 16 points. Well, yeah, 8 assists. And if you want to look at, he made a lot of winning defensive plays in order to make this game be what it was. I think that's why I had it hand in hand. But for a fact, like I hate that, that it's just what a dynasty does. They do what's right in order to be where they're at. They as you stated, right? Make sure you sign GP back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure we sign Wiggins back if we can. Make these necessary changes or make these necessary.
I think Wiggins' contract is I think we got him for another 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general, like, just
like if he had to, if they had to
sign these guys back in order for us to continue to be at this level of play, because this is what's going to make me better. It's also going to make them better.
Oh, yeah, they got Andrew Wiggins until 2024.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I didn't know he went to Golden State back in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the D'Angelo Russell trade.
It was the D'Angelo Russell trade. Yeah. Dang, that I feel like Andrew Wiggins just got there.
It seems like it.
Yeah, I feel like he just got there.
You got to get your feet wet.
And why do Audrey Iguodala and Draymond Green be talking to Andrew Wiggins like that? Bro,
they old heads.
They be on his ass.
I think it's potential though. I think they understand how good he is. Like I even know, bro. I mean, because it's crazy. Because you hear a lot of people say like Andrew Wiggins is a bust, and it's not even being a bust. Minnesota was a poor place to be. It's just
my God, such a poor place because we always talk about that. They have so much talent, but they just don't know how to develop.
You can't put it all together. Like, right. I think what Wiggins played 7 seasons in Minnesota.
That's a good question. He got there. He left when he was 23, so it had to be 5. He got drafted when he was like 18.
Damn, I didn't say so. That's 5 seasons. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so 5. Because he's 23 when he got there. He got traded. He got traded from Cleveland to them Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
So it was around 5.
So you're talking about a guy, I think out of 5 seasons in Minnesota, he probably averaged 20. I think the latter part of his career, he averaged 20. It was like 21.
Yeah, it was like
22, like 23. So it's not like he wasn't making progress. They just stunk as a whole. Like, I mean, you didn't have this. You didn't develop the surrounding cast good enough. And you. I mean, what do you expect the change to be? Yeah, they made strides this year, but I think that had a lot to do with Coach Finch. Not as a Coach Finch. Is Coach Finch not the Coach Finch is in Minnesota?
I don't know.
I think it's Coach Finch. I think Taylor Jenkins is in Memphis. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, they just didn't develop it.
Femi said Warriors in 6. Yeah, we're going.
I like that.
That's gonna be tough. I'm gonna be honest. That I want to get in that because now bosses are gonna have to lose 3 games in a row. And I feel like that's gonna be tough.
We didn't think they was gonna lose back to back either, though.
We didn't think it was gonna lose back to back, but they shit the bed on that one. So I would say Warriors in 7, but I wouldn't doubt it I wouldn't be surprised if it ended tomorrow night.
I just think it's blood in the water. I think you have to. I think not to say you have to. I'm sorry. 1, 2. So 6 seasons. I'm with you. I think they just smell blood in the water. I think you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hoss just sent me something. He said, let me make sure. Says Rockets are trading Christian Wood to the Dallas Mavericks for the 26th pick in 2022.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen the trade come with that. What pick does Houston have
for
this draft coming up? I know you just said they got Christian Wood for it, but I mean they got Christian Wood for a pick, but did they enter top 5?
Yeah, they did. That I think I want to say it was top 3.
I guess is it gonna be Paolo or is it gonna be Jabari's?
What? Where's it at? Oh, here it is. The draft order. Yes, third. Yeah, that third pick.
Because I think
I take Pyle.
I think it depends on who's remaining though, right? Because you got Jabari, you got Chet, and you got Carroll, which I think those are gonna be first top 3 picks. But what's the first 3? What's the first 3 order?
Let's see. Hold on. First 3 order, you have Magic, Thunder, then Rockets.
I think I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Thunder bite on Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, I think they bite on Jabari Smith instead. I think Paolo might go first. Only I said Roosevelt. I said that because Orlando needs that. They need that wing. They need that wing kind of. They need a kind of wing guy. They fill with guards. Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton, Markelle Fultz, Jalen Suggs. You don't need any more guards, so you have to go big. And you wouldn't. Yeah. And I think you need a versatile big, and I think Paolo's probably the most versatile because he moves the best, and he has a good offensive game. Now he's a lack defensively, but it just forces you to either to re-sign Mo Bamba or Jonathan Isaac.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think Thunder bought on Chet simply because of the frame. I mean,
I think Houston will though.
Everybody looking for that next KD, but there's only one of them.
I think Houston will bite on that. If you got to take one of the 3 and Jabari Smith is going at 2, yeah, I think you got to take Chet. That's the next best option. Because they got hella guard play too. KPJ on 1 to 1, Jalen Green on 1 to 2.
So the Mavs, man, that's tough, man. Luka gets a young big 6'11", 7 foot.
I think you get what you want out of. I think you get what you want out of Christian Woods. I think you get what you need out of Christian Woods, what you wanted from Kristaps Porzingis. That's how I think this works out.
Christian Hook he hit the Trey Rock, right? I'm not mistaken. I feel like I saw him shooting.
Yes, he's a very versatile big.
That's gonna be crazy.
You get what you need out of. You get what you wanted out of. You get what you need out of Christian Woods that you wanted out of Kristaps Porzingis.
That's gonna be crazy.
Because I know Jalen Brunson he's gonna get it back, so that's a good re-sign. Reggie Bullock's back. That's a good pick.
That is.
That's a great decision by Mark Cuban and those guys. That's major. Damn.
Hoss, ain't nobody playing you, Hoss. Hoss, That's my inside man. He be on it. He be on it. That's gonna be the Mavs. The Mavs are already a formidable team. They're gonna be even more formidable when it comes to them having a big plus Luka. Like, it's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be sexy. The Phoenix Suns. You think the Phoenix Suns gonna be able to handle that? JC Ryder.
They back where they started.
Dang, boy. The rise and the fall of the Phoenix Suns. Like a phoenix. Straight back to ashes. I feel for you, JC. I feel for you. We were there. The Lakers were there. We rose, flew too close to the sun. And then Anthony Davis talked about how he ain't shot a basketball since April.
They just be bored. Like, why would you even state that? I don't even understand why you screamed that.
He was just casually talking.
Yeah.
And everybody took off with it. I'm like, well, dang, like he can get off season. Everybody was talking about their off season and how they run their off season, and then some people take 2 weeks off, another people take a month off. So hey, listen, I don't care about him touching the basketball however how long it takes him to just be healthy. If he healthy the whole season, I'll give a fuck.
Yeah, for a fact.
And that's what he said. He said he was getting his body right. Like he was still working out. He was still lifting weights. He was still doing his strength training. He just wasn't playing basketball.
I think people have to realize how that works.
Please. If anybody needs to get their body right, it's Anthony Davis.
I understand that you necessarily can't touch a basketball if you're trying to get your body right, because you have to zero in on what you're naturally trying to get better.
Please. And his body. Please.
Ankle mobility.
He need to do Pilates, yoga. He need to stretch. He need to put some weights on. He need to go throw some metal around inside the gym. Please. My God. I remember we was talking about in this season. I forgot Anthony Davis was on my team because of how long he had been out. Mm-hmm. Totally forgot he was on the Lakers. He was sitting on the bitch. I was like, oh shit, we do got Anthony Davis. Yeah, that's how long it's been since he played. A very long time.
Kristaps Porzingis and Anthony Davis made the same material. Whatever the hell it is, they made it.
Yeah, it's frail.
I don't understand how you guys. I mean, just like when they fall, you cringe.
Oh, when Anthony Davis falls, bro, I almost pass out. Like it's like, and I don't have any kids yet, but it's like watching my baby girl, my daughter.
Yeah.
Like not even my son. Like I'm gonna get the hell up, boy.
Get up.
But my daughter fall, I'm gonna be like, oh baby girl, I'm gonna hold my breath every time. That's what I do every time Anthony Davis fall. That's me. Every time Anthony Davis falls, I'll be like, oh Lord, please get up.
Every time your baby girl fall, you all right, baby?
Please get up. Please get up, Anthony. But yeah, so man, then he posted a picture with Lethal Shooter. So
shout out to Lethal Shooter.
Man, get him right.
Shout out to Lethal Shooter.
And you should have brought Westbrook with him. Should have brought Russell Westbrook with you. Why isn't he contacting Lethal Shooter? Has he touched the basketball?
Russell ain't gonna be able to shoot. No matter how many shoot cuts you see.
Man, I've seen Lethal Shooter shoot a basketball in a rim full of nails.
Yes,
he can get Russell Westbrook right.
I seen him shoot a basketball in a rim that was point 9.7?
What? It's bigger than the ball. So like it literally
to shoot it. It was perfectly. Like a hair. It was like a hair bigger than the balls. Yeah. Yeah,
you had to shoot it perfectly.
I said it go like over one of like 8 of 8.
Yeah. Can you please go talk to Russell Westbrook, Lethal Shooter? Please. I send you $5. Anthony Davis.
Russell being able to shoot is top tier, godlike on a basketball court.
Man. Hey, speaking of shooting, somebody said in that video I sent you, that TikTok was like, would you rather have? Somebody said, I think both of them said they would take Ben Simmons or Draymond Green, and I was trying to figure that out because Ben Simmons ain't played basketball in over a year.
They troll a lot on there.
Like, am I missing something? Like, the Nets can't do shit. Like, bruh, I don't care how bad James Harden played in Philly those last couple of months.
Yeah.
It's still a whole lot better than not having your player. If me and you traded cars and your car you traded me just putting, but it's still getting me to my destination, and my car I traded you just ain't fucking working, I'd be mad. Like, I'm be mad that, okay, you traded, like, Rio got a Hellcat, and then I just got a regular Honda Civic, but my Honda Civic working though.
Yeah.
like my Honda Civic getting me to point A to point B. Rio just staring at his Hellcat in the garage, just like, yeah, one day. I don't know when, but one day you gonna crank up.
Yes, I hit on this bike to get to work. I get to cycling. Yeah, like I don't understand. I mean, like, they troll so much. Like, I understand. Even if you're talking about, man, I don't know, man. Even if you're talking about with Ben Simmons actually playing, man, I still think you still take Trey in the sense of what Trey brings to it. Like, at the end of the day, are we not comparing accolades? Because, like, one guy's a champion and one guy is not. And I think that plays dividends to where you are, or what your team is, how your team is built, right?
Bro, champion schmampion. You know how mad I am as the Brooklyn Nets to be like, bro, you didn't play a single game. Like, bro, we traded you in hopes of championship aspirations.
But I told you that, like you mean to tell me you were hurt? You were hurt and we traded for you? Like, how'd you explain that? Like, you should have just been hurt in Philly, but you wanted out so bad.
Yeah, no, most definitely. No, most definitely. Speaking of Philly, Philadelphia Eagles, 12 wins next year, 5 losses. The murmurs that are coming out of the Philadelphia campus that Jalen Hurts is he's gotten better, which we all knew this was going to happen. If Jalen Hurts gets on the field and passes for more or higher than 68% completion, it's over. If you throw for 70% completion, it's over.
You just want the increase in general, honestly.
I just want the increase in general. Just give me the increase in general. And shout out to my man Deshaun Watson for getting paid and not being able to play a game for the next couple of years because he's going to prison. It's like, I really want to say innocent to proven guilty because it is a black brother. But
66 women, son. I'm just be honest with you, man. I was,
66 different physical therapists. 66 different physical therapists. 66. That right there is like, okay, now why you keep going to different physical therapists? Like, even let's just say Rio. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Even if it was at a level of not being of the opposite sex, if you came to me and said, Travian, I've been to 66 different car washes. I'm like, why the hell are you going to so many different car washes?
What's wrong with the one?
Bro, and it's just a car wash. Like, bro, you telling me you've been to 66 different car washes? You telling me you've been to 66 different barbers? Why are you going to so many? Bro, there's nothing you can tell me that you've done 66 different things and it's okay.
No. First of all, let's go ahead and factor in that this was in a 17-month period. You did this in a year and a half, big fella.
Bro, year and a half, bro. Year and a half. I can't even go to 66 different restaurants in 1 year.
Big fella, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I'm also not a celebrity, but no way I can sleep with 66 women in a year and a half.
Bro, 66, bro.
Like, think about like there's no way I don't think that's possible, bro. I just don't.
Like, that's 1 year and a half. That's one different one a week.
Yeah.
That's a different one a week.
Yeah. 52 weeks. Like, out.
You gone, brother. Brother, you're gone. Like, you can't go. there's nothing you can do 66 different times and it'd be okay.
Nothing.
I'm trying to think of something that you can do 66 different times or go to see 66 different people within a year and a half. What could you do and it'd be okay? Like, bro, imagine being on your 66th school. Like you're in high school. Like, bro, what is your problem?
First of all, think about guys who transfer over and over and over and over again in college. Like you be like, hey, bro, after like the fourth school, you don't think it's time to just graduate and just figure out a different path? Like you still trying to play football? This is your 7th year on a football. Like, come on, bro.
Right, and that's a fact. Now that you put it that way, like it even being a celebrity, like sleeping with 66 different women.
No way.
That means it's a different one a week. Like
as a man, bro, we catch feelings too. So like
that's tough.
Out of like if I like dealt with like 8 different women in like a month span, maybe, you know, even that's pushed 2 month span. Out of one of those, I'm probably gonna spend most of my time.
Right.
She's getting at least 6 months out of the year.
Right.
At least 6 months out of the year, because I'm probably gonna feel her more than for the rest of it. For a fact.
You slutting out a lot of horse. You're slutting out a lot of horse 66.
One of those gonna she's gonna get the benefit of that. So therefore it's gonna be like out of 6 to 7, 8 months, I'm kicking it with her nonstop. In a 17-month period, you interacted with 66 women, brother. And
imagine like it. And it's like
go ahead, bro.
And 24 has come out and filed a civil suit against you. Like in any other situation, the 24th time of me being accused of something, you gonna look at me like you did that.
You did that shit.
There's no way 24. Like remember when R. Kelly, it was like when people still had their doubts on R. Kelly, and then they came out with a whole documentary, then it was like, You
did that shit.
Like they did a whole
Let's be
all
honest,
those people.
It's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you want to compare it, but I get you put it in perspective. Like, it's even like somebody lied to you. Like after like a couple times, you're a liar. Like I don't need you to keep like I keep finding out you're a liar. I don't need to keep hearing you lie. You don't have to go past 5 for me to be like, oh no, you're a liar.
Bro, like you being my brother, one of my closest friends I have.
For sure.
By the 5th random person was just like, hey, bro.
You got a problem?
I don't got the proof. But Travian and Daisy had relations in college. I don't have the proof, but they did it. By the 10th person, you like, okay.
Yeah.
The 10th different person. And me and Daisy keep saying it never happened. It never happened. And by the 10th person, you're like, okay. Either somebody.
Let's figure this out. Because this just not somebody for to keep telling me this.
By the 15th person, you're like, okay, wait a minute. Hold on now. Hold on. Y'all got something y'all want to tell me? There's 15 people that came to me
and stated this.
And stated the same thing. Now, by the 20th person, you're like, okay. I know nobody has proof, but they can't be. You can't just keep coming to me. Y'all can't keep coming to me saying this happened. And me and Daisy with the straight in the face, it never happened. By the 24th person, you're like, all right. Hey, I know nobody has proof. I know nobody has video evidence, pictures, but you have to play the field. You have to go with the field. Like, there's no way. Like, there's no way.
I don't know how. And it's like you want the guy to, you want him to be innocent. It's like, all right, but it's just another black man, going through what he's going through. But brother, I can't defend 66. I can't.
Return said he did not have sexual relations with that woman. No, Terrell, like you can't. 24 different people have come out and said this, the same story, like the same story. And the fact that you've had 66 different people. And
what was his statement? He said some shit. Like what did he say?
He didn't apologize because then that would make you seem guilty if you apologize. But he was like, "I'm innocent."
Yeah,
You know, he apologized for putting his teammates and the like the fans through it and the team through it, but he didn't apologize for like the actions. But he said he stood by his innocence, which is insane. Like
that's what it was. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's insane, but like it's bro, it's not a he said, she said. It's a he said, she 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 said 24 times. At some point in time, it has to creep in. Like it has to creep in. It has to. It has to, bro. Adira's not dating me in college if 24 different women come up to her and say, Travian touched me. And I ain't got no evidence. I'll guarantee you she's not dating me. She ain't got nothing to do with me. If this wasn't a celebrity, he'd been in jail. The fact that he got money is the only thing that's keeping this alive.
Yeah.
Is that he got money, he can pay for it. It is, bro. It's so crazy, and it keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting worse. Why would the Cleveland Browns ever do such a thing?
Because they're the Cleveland Browns.
I'm not trading for Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson had to have the most compelling case ever for the Cleveland Browns. The most concrete evidence. That's the only way you get me to trade for you. You got to have the most concrete evidence that you didn't do this. That's crazy.
I didn't do this stuff. This is honestly, it's just crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
24. First of all, 24. 66, I'm definitely not defending 66. If you got 66 women saying you touched them, they're probably big fella, you did that shit.
It's not that. So 26 people haven't said it. I mean, 66 people haven't said it.
Yeah.
But it's just how many different ones he's
yeah.
went to.
Yeah.
I think 24 has filed a civil
24,
lawsuit.
yeah, 24. So 66 had to have stated.
Yeah.
That's how many you went to. Yeah.
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 Real, I'm gonna be honest. If 24 different people came up to me and told me the sky's actually like blue, I mean actually like green, like I might fuck around and feel like
I now have to Google it.
I'm colorblind. Like if 20 and seriously said, like it wasn't no crazy people. Like I'm sitting at a restaurant and they're like, yo, scientifically, the sky is actually green.
Yeah. I'm gonna Google it.
I gotta Google it by person number 5.
Yeah. By 5, I've Googled it. And
by
now
10, I'm tripping.
Yeah, because now I'm at my house on the patio looking out, trying to figure out where the sky green at. Like what? And then I'm now driving myself insane because I'm looking at the sky. That's a piece of green.
Yeah, by person 15, I'm seeing green. I've now convinced myself that it's a light green shade, that it's not blue.
24, I'm convincing other people. I'm telling 24, I'm definitely fighting the urge. I am now debating that this shit is real. Like the sky is green and you can't tell me otherwise.
24 different people, brother. You can't
if your argument is strong when you come to me telling me that the sky is green, it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening. Yeah, man. There's just no way. There's just no way. And
sorry, brother, you did that shit. You apologize.
Bruh, they got me. They got me. And it's something that serious. It's kind of baffling that they even take a chance, because at this point in time, the league's not gonna let him play till this is resolved.
No.
There's no way you can let Deshaun Watson march on that field with this much against him as the NFL and think that it's not going to affect their ratings whatsoever. And you know what that's all about. You know that's what they care about. The bottom line, the dollar. You are having a public what's it called? A PR nightmare on your hands if you let Deshaun Watson walk on that field before they have the hearing. Or the ruling or whatever. You can't do it. Innocent, not innocent. The NFL is not going to let him play. If they let him play, I'd be so shocked. I'd be so shocked. The Everybody shit the bed when Cam Newton made the joke about the girl in the press conference. It shit the bed. Everybody was pissed. He lost sponsorships for that.
Yeah.
Nah, they can't let him play. And as the Cleveland Browns, I'm pissed. I'm mad. But you know who I'm not more mad than? The Carolina Panthers, because y'all trading for Baker Mayfield.
Oh, well, of course, yeah. It's already in motion.
Why y'all doing this to yourself? Y'all had already came out and was like, bro, we get Baker Mayfield basically.
Yeah, you already come to grips with it. It's because at the end of the day, you don't have faith in Sam Darnold. You have no faith in Sam Darnold. And you're gonna say Matt so young. At the end of the day,
are they not the same quarterback?
They are.
Are they not the exact same quarterback?
I mean, I can say this all the time, but there is no difference in the two. One's a better manager than the other.
Sam Darnold's just taller.
Like, it's just a different. One's a better game manager than the other. One can fully probably not lose you games, and one's gonna lose you games. But
if y'all trade for Baker Mayfield, man, I'm not gonna let that die. I'm sorry, Rio. Like, I'm so sorry.
You can. I'm not a fan. I've already said this. I'm not gonna repeat this anymore. If Baker Mayfield is wearing number 6 on the first whatever day we play on, best believe I am rooting for players only from that point on.
From that point on,
that is my.
What if I got you a Baker Mayfield jersey for like Christmas?
I will give you your money back and burn that shit. I'm not wearing. I don't. First of all, I do not like Baker Mayfield at all. They're like Oklahoma. Care nothing for him. I respect him because he went undrafted. I mean, he ain't gonna draft. He was a walk on who. Yeah. I respect everything, but I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan. And honestly, I don't see why. Because all we're gonna do is waste talent. I think at this point.
Yeah.
I don't see the difference where you just say, okay, he's possibly an upgrade for Sam Darnold, right? But in the same breath, how much better does that make us? I guess that's
does it get you over the hump? Does it
make you a contender? I don't think it makes you a contender.
No. I think it's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of time, a waste of money.
The Browns were more talented than us, and they weren't a contender.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're going up against Tom Brady in your division. So it's gonna be tough. I mean, the NFC, is a weakened conference, but I don't think Baker Mayfield gets you over that hump. I don't think they get you to the point where, like, we can sneak in as a wild card and
6 wins
call it a day.
We're gonna have 7 this year, 8 this year.
Yeah, shout out to the 8.
I think that's the separation of two. And it's like at the end of the day, we're running Christian McCaffrey into the ground. DJ Moore's being wasted. I mean, I don't know, man. At this point, I'd rather just run with the rook. If you don't feel confident, run with the rook.
Yeah.
Run with the rook. See what he gives you. It's enough guys coming out in the next couple of drafts in order to make it.
Terrell said, y'all get Baker Mayfield. He only rooting for the Charlotte Football Club and the Hurricanes.
I root for Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore.
For the Hurricanes, boy. The Hurricanes, man. I'm going to go watch Baker Mayfield play. I need to go see it in person. I need to see what all the hype is about. Skip Bayless is living and dying by that man. He's going to die on the Baker Mayfield hill. And I don't understand why. And it makes me even more nervous because all the hills he be dying on don't be good people. And he's dying on the Jalen Hurts hill, which makes me very concerned. It makes me very concerned because he also died on the Baker Mayfield hill, the Tim Tebow hill. God, boy, love him.
I don't know what that was about.
Oh, who else he's dying on the hill he died on? I can't. It's some more quarterbacks out there that is just like
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, he loved him some Dak Prescott. That's because he's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
But Dak is not a bad quarterback. But
he's gotten better.
He put Dak on this upper echelon level. Like he's in the category with the Aaron Rodgers and the Tom Brady's and the so on. So
we're gonna see what Dak is really made of without having Amari Cooper. We're gonna see, and we kind of saw.
We're gonna see how
before.
We're gonna see if CeeDee Lamb can fill shoes. That's what we're gonna see.
Hopefully he doesn't. Trying to win a division, win a division, keep Jalen Hurts because I know he's gonna get better, and going from there. and going from there. I think Devontae Smith eats this year. I think he has 1,000-yard reception season.
Oh, I think so too. With the acquisition of AJ Brown, I think so.
He's going up against the number 2 safety. Number 2 cornerback.
Look at the twos.
Because even with AJ Brown, let's just say, okay, cool, we don't double AJ Brown. I'm just throwing the ball the whole time, man. It's only a couple of cornerbacks who I ain't throwing the ball to in the single coverage, but most of the time, if it's not Jalen Ramsey, I'm gonna test him out.
I think everybody gonna tell you if it's not Jay Rams. Even at this point, after watching film the Super Bowl, I think a lot of people gonna start testing him a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna test him out. So I'm gonna test him out. But yeah, man, y'all, it's gonna be very interesting NFL season. The Deshaun Watson show. Deshaun Watson got to know he's not gonna be playing. Like, there's just no way.
No, he's probably full goal. I believe he is.
There's no way.
He looks at it as a celebrity point. I'm gonna get out of this. He looks at it from a celebrity point. I'm gonna get out of this. If you did the shit, you did the shit. And they're gonna make sure you did. They're gonna make sure you reap the. They're gonna make sure you get what you deserve, big fella.
And the crazy thing about it is the only reason why it's still civil cases is because of the lack of evidence. The only evidence against him is what's not even evidence. It's like text messages and then just the abundant amount of people coming out. Mm-hmm. So not having the evidence is why it's still a civil case, but which is crazy, bro. Like, I know there has to be, like, some sort of like I know he's like shaking in the bed because it's one little bitty tiny bit of evidence comes out for just one person. Mm-hmm. That's all they need. But this NFL season will be interesting. I got Golden State winning tomorrow night by 5. It's gonna be a tough one. I think Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum shit the bed again. Golden State in 6. Stephen Curry gets bolted up to the top 10 players of all time. We're gonna have to have a discussion about that on who he beats out. The Nuggets, same place as last year. I'm sorry. I'm just playing a horse. Oh man. Hey, Dog, that what would you rather with Jimmy Butler was disrespectful.
It always is.
They're getting disrespectful.
I honestly, bro, I hate the I just hate the like that way. Well, they do it a lot, bro. And I'll be watching like guys that just like beyond assholes. Because it's not even like, I don't know, man. What was it? Not PG or Jimmy Butler?
It was PG or Jimmy Butler.
They said PG.
Kawhi, Jimmy Butler. James Harden over Jimmy Butler.
Notice how they throw it in prime James Harden, right?
Yeah, they threw it in prime James Harden. Jason Tatum over Jimmy. Of course, Kevin Durant over Jimmy. And then Anthony Davis.
KD's probably your only shoe, right? Like, sure, at this point. I mean, let's just be honest. It's not like being a fan. What has PG-13 done? Has he done what Jimmy Butler's done? Has he been to the finals?
If you told me right now you would trade Jimmy Butler for Anthony Davis, I would say yes.
I know you would. I would say no.
At the drop of a dime. Yes.
Jimmy Butler's finals. PG, no. Kawhi, that's an argument. But I mean, I still probably if you talk about, yeah. James Harden,
so if we take that list, right? We take that list, it goes PG, Kawhi, James Harden, which is they did Houston Rockets James Harden, which is crazy. Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, and then they had Anthony Davis, and I'm trying to see who the last person was, and Devin Booker, and then Trey Young.
Trey Young over Jimmy Butler. Wow.
No.
Wow. Devin Booker over Jimmy Butler.
No, I couldn't.
KD and Kawhi, I think, are your only shoe-ins where I would say yes.
Yes.
I really would. Like, I really think that's only two. And that's not even being a fan. It's just being honest. I love PG.
Oh yeah, I love PG. I love PG, but PG, and it's close, right? It's not a landslide.
Yeah, for sure.
But the intangibles definitely speak for themselves.
Right. And then you look at it from Anthony Davis, like, what the has Anthony Davis done without being in the Lakers jersey?
With the bed.
So you tell me you take Anthony Davis over.
No.
But then it just doesn't make sense to me. What was the other one you sent me?
The Draymond Green one?
Yeah. What was it? Because I think I stopped at the Ben Simmons. Not at the Ben Simmons. I stopped at whoever the first one was. Was Ben Simmons the first one? No.
The first one was Ben Simmons, yeah.
The second one.
No, they got disrespectful because they had Ben Simmons.
They said Cat. That's what it was.
Cat, then Pau Gasol, then Blake Griffin, which I'm taking Draymond Green over Ben Simmons because he hasn't played basketball. Right now, he hasn't played basketball. No.
But they bring to the table equivalent though. That's my whole thing. I guess obviously yes,
and then one of them chose Draymond Green over Pau Gasol, and it was like, so you telling me that Draymond Green could have replaced Pau Gasol on that championship Lakers team, and they could have won? No.
The
main reason why they won is because they was running 2 7-footers.
Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol.
Yeah, they were cheating.
You got a traditional big who's a 7-footer, and you got a stretch big who's a 7-footer.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But yeah, no, man. I would love to be on their podcast one day and be like, "Come on, fellas,
for a fact, let's have a conversation."
They do it.
I need you to break down on why.
Yeah, Rio's a Miami Heat fan. And Trey wanted to know how you Miami Heat fan.
2000. First of all, when D-Wade got drafted, but I was a fan beforehand. I didn't like. It really was Eddie Jones, D-Wade. And then when D-Wade got drafted, it was kind of like the whole pick there.
Yeah.
Then you got Hardaway. I was a big Hardaway fan growing up. I don't know why, but I think it's just like this size go hard.
Yeah, there's always a spot for you in the Lakers. Fan.
I'm good.
And there's always a spot for you in the Eagles too, just in case.
I've rooted for Donovan McNabb, so I think I've.
You might as well get an Eagles jersey, man. You're not gonna have a team anymore after they get Baker Mayfield.
I feel like it's just fair to just be a fan of players.
It
brings me more joy that way.
And then you just come to a team too,
because then I can just watch a guy go for 130 yards as a receiver and be like, "That's my favorite player."
And then you come to the Eagles. I get your Jalen Hurts jersey. That way, you know what I'm saying. You can be an Eagles fan. I seen the application too. But you know somebody that's high up, so you good. You get in.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm high up, so yeah, you gonna get in. You gonna get in, brother. Don't worry about it.
It's all good.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, Warriors in 6 tomorrow. It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm hoping they close it out. I really want them to close it out. I wanted to close it out, and I want Steph to have 25-30 on a good shooting night.
25-30, close it out. Steph gets Finals MVP. Poops on everybody who says,
we didn't even talk about Wiggs. We didn't get to talk about Wiggs.
Yeah. Andrew Wiggins and his spot and his role on the Golden State Warriors. I saw a podcast. The JJ Redick was talking about Andrew Wiggins, and he was saying how Andrew Wiggins hasn't gotten better. He's just playing in his role on an elite level.
For sure.
Which is facts. When you don't have to be the main scorer on your team, you could be the third or fourth option. It's easy. And every now and then you just gotta give him 25. We're not asking for 25 a night. It's every 8 games.
Play to my strengths.
Which is the mid-range crazy on him.
Nah, but
the mid-range and the paint, like his hook shots and his baby hooks and his bank shots are crazy in the paint. Crazy.
he has a '90s game, like a '90s basketball. It's not stretch. It's all either Baja or midi.
So as Golden State, what do you do? Right, you have Andrew Wiggins, who's a free agent in 2023. At the end of 2023, he's gonna be a free agent, right?
Right.
You have Jordan Poole, Gary Payton Jr. or Gary Payton II, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and Kevon Looney. You still have Wiseman on the bench too, who's injured. That's a good problem to have. I say you trade Klay Thompson to the Lakers. No, in all seriousness, though, like, what do you do? Like, I don't even know what to do. I would not know what to do at all.
I think it. I mean, at that point, I think you have to stay you. You have to stay you. I mean, much as you may love it, it's at third. It's an ultimatum there that you use, but.
So you saying you got to drop off Klay Thompson?
Are we talking about right now, or are we talking about just the future needs?
In like the next year or so, you got to make that decision in the next year.
If it's a 2-year span, I think you have to make a decision. Yeah, you have to. I mean, because unless you just have faith, unless you have natural faith in that you can develop these guys continuously, which you could have. I mean, how much longer do we think Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, Draymond Green play at a high level?
So
I think I'm
so
going to
Jordan Poole becomes a free agent 2024. At the end of 2024. Let's see, Gary Payton. The second contract is up. They already said they're going to re-sign him, though.
Yeah.
I think it's up this year. I think it's at the end of this year.
Was it a 2-year deal? 1 year deal?
I think it was a 1 year deal.
He's on the team last year, right?
It was. Yeah, it's a 1 year deal. It's at the end of the season. And then Andrew Wiggins is
good through 24.
Yeah.
So Poole and Wig are good through 24. Klay got how many left on his contract?
Klay has
2
at the end of 2024.
Yeah, so they're all in the same.
Woo! Woo!
So I think you're basing you're basing that off play too, right? You're gonna base that off who's still playing at a certain level at that point.
I say you try to keep Klay on like a smaller contract. On average, Klay's made around 37, 38 million a year from Golden State. Yeah. I think you try to bring it down to like 20, 25.
I think he accepts it just due to the fact that this is your home. I mean, you're gonna get a jersey hung up here, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you're going to the Hall of Fame. So I mean, what are you gonna chase in the next 2 or 3 years? Klay will be what, 30?
34.
34 too.
Yep, at the end of 2024, he'd be 34.
Yeah. So you're at that midway point of your career too, where you're not gonna play until you're 40. Man, I think there's a lot of guys gotta go ahead and cancel, rule that out.
Draymond Green is up at the end of 2024 too.
Yeah, Draymond retired.
Somebody got to go. Yeah, Draymond retiring.
I think Draymond retiring. If they get 4 tomorrow, and he ends up being, kind of just mellowing out for the rest of these next couple of years, I think Trey retired. Because he already on TV. He gonna be on TV.
Going to his podcast.
Yeah.
Draymond Green, JJ Redick going up against Stephen A. Smith. I'm gonna watch that show every single day.
First of all, and you gotta sprinkle Pat Beverly in there.
Pat Bev, first of all, it's gonna be a fight on the show. If you got Pat Bev, Draymond Green, and JJ Redick on the show at the same time, it's gonna be a fight that breaks out.
I love it.
And I want to see chairs being thrown.
We'll have Molly in there ducking. Now she's ducking like little kid.
Not the little kill. Oh man. Listen, brother, I'm about to go ahead, cool. Wrap it up. Be cool. Ooh.
Go get cool somehow.
It gets 82 degrees in here.
Try some way, brother. I don't know which way.
I'm about to go sit in the freezer.
Damn.
I'm about to go sit in the freezer.
Outside, but it might be hot outside.
What degrees is it outside? Because that might be it. It's 88. Jesus.
It ain't even dumbed down.
Nope, not at all. Not at all, man. I'm about to pass out. They got till 12 tomorrow, man. Got till 12 tomorrow before I start raising hell.
Oh yeah, you're better man than me. You said 12. I've been at the 8 o'clock. I'm gonna raise habit right now. I want you to understand.
Man, I'm gonna give them a chance. People get in the office. People do what they got to do. You know, by 12 o'clock, it's go time.
Yeah, ain't no way.
It's go time.
I'm gonna show my ass.
Oh, showing it. I'm talking about bare. Bare ass. Bare ass. But yes, I will try to get cool, man. Hopefully it doesn't get too much hotter than this. So,
sir, brother, be good, brother. Always good doing this.
Yeah, man. She had to come out the shirt.
Well, yeah. What we gonna put? Who next on the show, man? Who next coming on
here? We need Hoss to come in here, and we still ain't forgot about Hoss defending that Nikola Jokic mess. And him being a fan of he's the one that's voting in Rudy Gobert to the All-Star game. That boy was upset. I call him a Rudy Gobert fan. So he needs to come on the show and defend him being a Jokic fan and a Rudy Gobert fan. Most definitely. And then we gotta get Trey on here. And who else we gonna get on here? I need Buzzo back. Man. I need Buzzo back. Yeah, I need that. I need that in my life. But yeah, so anybody watching, man, if y'all want to be on, just let me know. Hit me up.
Yeah, just hit it in the chat.
Hit me up. I ain't gonna say no. You know, real Mike, because you win this.
I do not.
I ain't gonna say.
This is Trayvon show.
I'm just a guest.
I just happen to be here.
But yeah, man. Next week I'll be in Chicago, but I'll still do it. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, whatever fits around your schedule, brother.
Yeah, so we should, definitely got also here defending that Rudy Gobert mess. So.
All right, man. Be good, dog.
Man, you be safe out there.
Same to you, bro.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
For sure.
Appreciate you. Appreciate the people out there watching. Thank you. You guys have a good night as well. All right, brother. That boy hits the end button so quick. It's so